Imagine an ancient manuscript, written in shadow, whispered in silence, one that tells of angels, giants, and forbidden knowledge, a manuscript known for centuries, yet excluded from most holy canons. It's called the Book of Enoch. Today, we're going to walk through its story, how it came to be, what it claims, and why it still sparks fascination. Stay with me. This is not fantasy. It's a journey into the heart of how humans have tried to explain the unexplained. In the Hebrew Bible, there is a brief mention of Enoch, a man who walked with God and then was no more because God took him. But beyond those two short verses lies a vast work attributed to him. Scholars date the Book of Enoch to somewhere between the 3rd century BCE and the 1st century CE. This work is not one homogeneous text. It is composed of 5 distinct sections: the Book of the Watchers, Parables of Enoch, Astronomical Book, Dream Visions, and Epistle of Enoch. Originally influential in certain Jewish circles and early Christian ones, it gradually fell outside the standard Jewish and Christian canons, except in the Ethiopian Orthodox tradition where it remains canonical. So what makes this text so mysterious? Let's dig in. One of the most gripping portions is the Book of the Watchers, chapters 1 to 36. Here we meet the Watchers, angels sent to watch over humanity. But instead of benign guardians, they fall. According to the text, they abandon their heavenly posts, descend to earth, and take human wives. Their offspring are the Nephilim, giants, beings of great strength, whose behavior brings chaos. The text links their emergence to the corruption of humanity and the eventual divine judgment. In mainstream scripture, Genesis 6:1-4 speaks cryptically of the sons of God and the daughters of men and the Nephilim. The Book of Enoch takes that brief mention and expands it into a full narrative of cosmic rebellion and catastrophe. It's not just mythology. It speaks to early Jewish attempt to explain evil, suffering, and the flood. If angels could fall, why should humans not? The text says the Watchers taught humans forbidden arts, astronomy, cosmetics, metalworking, magic. Knowledge, it says, can become corruption. After the cosmic rebellion, the story shifts. In the Astronomical Book, chapters 72-82, Enoch is shown the movements of the heavenly bodies, the calendar of the stars, its early cosmology, vision and myth combined. Then in Dream Visions, Enoch sees the flood, history of Israel, final judgment. The text paints vivid scenes of divine reckoning, and in Parables of Enoch, the figure of Son of Man appears, an enigmatic heavenly figure of judgment and salvation. Why does any of this matter? Because this text shows how ancient writers wrestled with big questions. Why evil? Why the flood? What's the destiny of humanity? It fuses mythology, prophecy, and theology. It influenced early Christianity and Jewish thought, even though it ended up outside most canons. Let's talk context. The era of its writing, Second Temple Judaism, is a time of turbulence, foreign rule, internal religious change, apocalyptic expectation. The Book of Enoch reflects that. Despite its popularity in some circles, it was excluded from most Jewish and Christian canons, likely because of its ambiguous authorship, its supernatural claims, and because it was written in parts over many centuries. Yet parts of it appear in other texts. The New Testament letter of Jude quotes Enoch, 1 Enoch 1:9, by name. Scholars debate what that means. In Ethiopia, the text persisted as scripture. In other traditions, it became part of the apocrypha, or pseudepigrapha, literature outside the recognized canon but still valuable. Why does this old text still grip people? Because it threads into modern fascination. Hidden knowledge, fallen angels, giants, forbidden arts. The narrative offers an origin story for evil and catastrophe. It asks, what happens if the Watchers don't watch? If knowledge is misused? If divine order is corrupted? In our modern age, we talk about secret societies, elite knowledge, power behind the scenes. The Book of Enoch frames an ancient version of the same questions. Though it doesn't map perfectly to modern conspiracies, it taps the same anxiety. We're not the only actors. There are forces beyond what we see. And from a storytelling standpoint, it has everything: angels, giants, visions, cosmic judgment. That alone keeps it alive in books, YouTube videos, podcasts, art. The fact that it's outside the canonical scriptures adds to the aura: forbidden, hidden, fringe. But let's be clear, most scholars do not consider the Book of Enoch to be historically literal in all its claims. It is a theological visionary text, not a straightforward chronicle of events. The giants, the teaching of secrets, the cosmic geometry, they belong to mythic, apocalyptic language. So as we close this journey, the Book of Enoch remains a mirror, a reflection of human wonder, dread, ambition. It shows us how our ancestors tried to make sense of evil, of knowledge gone awry, of divine justice, and the end of all things. Whether you treat it as myth, theology, or ancient fantasy, its power is undeniable. Next time you hear of angels in chains, giants on the earth, or secret books hidden in vaults, you'll know there's a long and strange history behind that tale. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and dive deeper into the shadows of ancient texts. Until then, keep asking the big questions, because the hidden story is often the one worth telling.